Good morning, how are you? What's up, what's up? Oh. Yo, good morning everybody, and how are you? I had my waffles, sorry. Excuse me. Happy Hump Day, Wednesday. You're right now. I'm still getting up kind of feel. I'll be drinking my coffee. As soon as I start the entrepreneur video, here comes the seasons of change, allergies and whatnot, Sicilian mucus. Excuse me. The body goes through that every time, you know, when the seasons change. We're East Coast, I'm East Coast at least, you know. I live 8442, Gazebo's by Caribbean Insurance, all that good stuff, duplex, that's official, you know, Dirty Dino. Maryland. So, like when it changes in the weather, like, you know, obviously, you know, it's from warm to spring weather, I mean, fall weather now, you know, your body will, that's your body, your body's very beautiful, it can heal, it's magical, it's a miracle in itself, the way, well, it's godly, the way God made it, and your body will adapt to situations like that. So, long story short, I don't have a cold or anything, but you get mucus and stuff because it's your body adapting and whatnot and stuff like that, especially when you're a runner and you're outside every day like me, getting in that vitamin D and vitamin C, all that good stuff, which is the sunshine and just the nature, you know, Mother Gaia, and stuff like that. Then it'll happen faster and your body will adapt and whatnot. So the things I want to talk about today is, the first one is, well, nature and nurture, which is very cool, and my style on it, and my thoughts, and my the way I do it, like the way I view it, like and stuff. And the other one is going to be a story and my breaking down of it and what it means to, and what I think it means and whatnot. And I'm going to spread that to you guys in a good way, in an awesome way, in a teaching way, if you will. And I'm a student as well, whatever. I'm 28, dude. I'm a father, I'm a husband, all that good stuff. I'm just your boy. Whatever, dude. Young man. Hey, USMC, Center for Dallas, all that good stuff. Corporal D-O-D-U-M-S-H-A. I don't know why I would spell that out, like a road dog or something. He's a Marine too. Hey, fellow Marines and stuff. Road Dog, Shaggy, the singer, and Drew Carey. They're all Marines like me. They have a museum in Paris Island at boot camp, which is boot camp, basic training for East Coast. And they actually one day, randomly, I think it was during sweeps week, where you just, like, you work and stuff towards the end of boot camp, the third month, and you get to actually visit that museum, and like it has like a section for famous Marines or celebrity Marines and stuff who went through Paris Island as well, the same yellow footprints we did, and that's really dope while you're going through boot camp as well. And the drill instructors get on that too, and like they're like, hey, y'all see that's pretty cool, isn't it? So like, yeah, like you're humans, you know. you know, it's all, it makes you a good person. Shaggy's an artist and all that stuff, so yeah. And the other one I want to talk about is Rip Van Winkle. That's shout out to St. Jane Francis, and like my breakdown on that, little daddy talk, all that good stuff, in a cool way, on a Wednesday. And maybe, I guess I'll do it tomorrow and Friday, we'll see. Maybe we'll have the rest of the week off going into the weekend, because I started this on Sunday, the new week. We'll touch up on goals, and then we'll see what Thursday, because remember, you know, towards the end of the week will bring us some stuff. So if we start this on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, this is the Wednesday, so it's 4th day, so it's like already almost a full week for us, for me, on our entrepreneurship. PAT, continue giving yourself those PAT, Pasadena athletic training, pat yourselves on the back, lift each other up, let loose, live free, never give in, never give up, you know, all that good stuff, you know. Keep your head up and smile, especially at the haters. especially when you got that, you know, picture yourself on that golden belt and stuff, you know, like a WWE wrestler. Smile at the haters. You know, there ain't no one has haters. Come on, we all in this together. We'll be the local, nothing but love. Alright. So nature versus nurture. Or I don't like to say versus, that's stupid. My thoughts on that. So this is it's a health and fitness talk. It's a life talk pretty much for anything. There comes a time in life you can do both. I say do both. Go ahead and go with both. Let me break it down to you. Alright, sorry guys. When I was younger, I didn't really get it too, and people would always like talk about it like everyone knew it. So nature is pretty much just going with the flow, pretty much with your body. So like for injury, this is like about your body and injuries. Let's talk about injuries. Excuse me. You sprain your ankle. You can still work out on it. You found that out. That's nature. You go with the flow. You can still walk on it. You still feel pretty good. You can still play games in it if you're an athlete, whatever it may be. Practice on it. Go out and ball up with your buddies. Go to the gym or whatever. You can still. You're still pretty finesse with it. You're pretty, you know, it's tight. You good with it. You aight with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. That's nature. Let's go ahead and go with the flow. You don't gotta get it looked at. There you go. You don't gotta really look out for it. There you go. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Then to come where you keep doing that though, and you end up like breaking your ankle. Ladies and gentlemen, baby girl, baby boy, that's nurture. First of all, you starting to limp on it a little bit more. You know, it hurts. Not really bad, but maybe it hurts. And you want it's starting to affect your sleep a little bit and stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, you can still do the nature and all that good stuff. There's doses of that. Say your prayers, take your vitamins, by the way. But also, nurture that bad boy. It's like, just nurture it, which means take care of it. You don't gotta get it looked at, but it's pretty much, I don't really gotta go into it because it's pretty much already stuff I already went into, like the home remedies. You can always Google it, do home remedies, make sure it's accurate. Talk to and then of course consult your doctor. Talk to other people about it you trust, your family, your loved ones, your friends, your brothers and sisters, or people you trust, all that good stuff. You know, consult with people like that. Do your own, you know. Investigations or whatever of it, if you want to use that word, and then you just use that, and of course you actually nurture it, which will be resting it, icing it, the race concept, compression, elevate it for how many days. People, you know, doctors even say, hey, do it for a month and do it for weeks, all that good stuff. Come on now, especially when you're like me, you're ADHD, you're hyper, you're a young man, you're a young woman, and you want to do something. You're literally, if you stay inside, if you do not do stuff too much, you will. That's when I do believe in the word depression. When you bring it on yourself, and I don't really call it that. I just call it being, whether you think you're doing it or not, like laziness. You know, you just feel what you. You know, you're getting tired of staying in the house, in other words. It's because we're human. Our ancestors, it's in our blood to work, to build empires in a good way. To work, to farm. You know, it goes back to American colony days, or Native American, whatever you're Native American to. It's in our blood. You know, we're not used to this American mindset of being a fat idiot. Excuse me, sorry. Totally not pointing my finger at anybody. Just, if it resonates, let it resonate. And just like, you know, that's not in our blood. Oh, we're humans, baby. We're humans. We're all Tarzan, Taniesha, son of men. You know what I'm saying? And it's in our nature and our blood, our bodies, to do stuff with our mind, body, and spirit, holistically, whether it be like me, myself, with my family, with my beautiful wife, always, with my angels, with my son, always, with my, you know, friends, ever since I was little, you know, like that's my buddy. Schultzy. I was like, catch the Italian kid walking around the neighborhood or whatever, riding the bike, try to do something with another friend who is not lazy, you know. And yeah, I'm like 6 years old. We were doing that, and then we started going, around town by ourselves on our bikes, get back home before dark and all that good stuff. We did that at a young age, because it's in our nature, and it goes on forever. So have a good mix. Your body would know. To conclude on that, go with the flow, with the nature concept, and your body would know for the nurture concept. Especially, just take care of it. And then whatever you see online, whatever your doctor says for time duration, that is very this is as much like waiting to get a good paycheck from work or something, or getting, I don't know, if you're a white collar, excuse me, or getting, what's it called when you go up? Not for Marines, it's called being promoted. Oh yeah, for work and for civilians as well, you get promoted. Your boss will give you a time span, but you never know when. Your boss will just come in and be like, "You got it, buddy." You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like, but it's gonna happen. Much like blessings from God, I can put that in that too. Obviously, like what I was talking about yesterday, about how he gives his strongest warriors the hardest battles and whatnot. So that's my thoughts on that, and that is pretty, I believe, good, very, very great substance. You can use that for what it's worth. It's something I didn't really need to talk about, but I do because it's big, because I do understand it, and obviously, and I understand how important it is in this field of health and exercise. Obviously, being a college graduate and a personal trainer and in exercise science, and I remember my professors always talking about at least one class in that semester, in my colleges, nature and nurture. So I had to talk about it one time in a good way. It's like in our brain, like from being in that field, I guess. So, and then, nurture. That's easy. It's pretty, for me, even when I was in college, I didn't really have to open my mouth and talk about it too much. I would just sit there and listen because I already knew. I already know for myself, from being a Sigma and being the youngest boy, and just knowing my body, being a Marine, being a father, there you go. A motherly father, like Mr. Mom. Just being a fellow friend, just being a Marine, I already know how to naturally, it's in my blood, like my mother and father, to naturally take care of people and myself with nature and nurture. So that was always easy for me to just not talk about because I already knew it. But now communicating it now, I talk about it now, I can put it in that aspect to make other, whoever you are out there, peers, understand my view on it a little bit more. Just a little bit. That it goes hand in hand. It's not a versus thing. They say versus, nature and nurture. It goes hand in hand. There you go. Sometimes doses of both. When you get done nurturing it, resting it, which is just taking care of it, resting it, whatever, icing it, compressing it, actually, that's the nurture part. And when you're ready to get up, because you notice your, here you go, you notice your mentality changing, you notice yourself not liking it, and getting kind of a different mindsets and stuff, and you're ready to attack your goals and whatnot, you get up and do it. And if you got nurtured again, you go ahead and nurture it again. And it'll be a good comfort cycle, so you can be in that nice plateau of health and exercise to live with yourself for a long duration in a comfortable way, physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, but using the beautiful thing of nature and nurture, which is just taking care of yourself and healing and knowing your body, communication, setting goals, continuing your goals, not being too hard on yourself, small rewards, small accomplishments, make long-term goals every now and then, keep your good communication of friends and family and loved ones, and keep a good spirit in you, whatever you believe in. I believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, Lord Almighty. Nutrition is very important. Continue to eat good and hydrate. Enjoy your coffee and teas and adult drinks every now and then, and don't drink and drive, all that good stuff. And continue to keep your physical bodies at work, but of course your mental sweat. Continue getting your mental work in. You know, the brain has a left hemisphere, the right hemisphere. Left is more analytical, right is more dopamine, happiness. Continue having a good balance of that, whatever it may be that you want to do. Excuse me. Better out than I always say. Shrek. I got some cool links to put up of songs and funny SNL stuff. Keep your laughter, joy, whatever. Maybe watch funny movies, you know, whatever you like to do. SNL skits, stuff online, you know. And of course, rest your body. Sleep is necessary, big time, big time. You need to turn it off and get that REM, which is another. Obviously, psychology. I love psychology. Shout out to my AACC professor of psychology, the Indian. I forgot his name. Oh my God, that guy was so awesome. I love psychology class. AACC, the best psychology class ever. Best class ever. I love that class. I sat right up front. I was like, let's go. This class is so dope. I was like 20 years old. It was like one of my first semesters being back from Marine Corps active duty too. So I was like kind of nervous, but it was really perfect. It went really great. I aced that class too. Yeah. A jock, you know, Marine like me, acing psychology. I was like, all right, what's up? God's got something for me, you know. I'm a smart guy. You know, I'm wise. I think so. Sorry about that. Not trying to be too pompous. I mean, I'm not pompous at all. I'm confident. I'm just a man doing my job. Doing my job. Job 10-4, right? Bible verse for the day is Psalms 91. That came to me. And, you know, it actually came to me. That's why I'm telling it to you guys. And, of course, Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. Okay. Even if you're throwing up everywhere, baby, and all over my face, and I smell like throw up, or like, you know, I'm a brother too. I'm used to babies throwing up on me. I'm used to. It's like daddy daycare, you know. It really is. I'm like Eddie Murphy from Daddy Daycare, and I'm used to the smell of vomit, and vomit comes off. Long story short, and it's very easy to clean up. All right. So with that being said, through sickness and through health, everybody vomits. Got to get that stuff out sometimes, right? Or whoever that goes out there. That will bring me into my next topic. But that's what I want to. 1 second. Oh, cool. Finish off with nature and nurture. Go with the flow. See? That seems to be a good concept. I have a minor in philosophy. A good philosophy. I'm a philanthropist too, obviously. We all should be as humans. I think we're all from Jesus, the Lord and Savior, so we're all naturally philanthropists, which if you don't know what that means, it just means you love everyone and you really, you could say fight, but you know, you really want, there you go, peace and love for everybody, and just to be out of Beaver House in unity and in good spirit and positivity for everybody, and you look out for Ohana, you know, you continue to look out for each other, brothers and sisters, no matter who you are out there, nobody gets left behind. That's what a philanthropist is. So yeah, naturally we all are philanthropists. Everybody goes through hazes of bad luck, if you want to call it, or you know, stuff like that. Literally everybody, broski. Like, talk to someone. It's what. First of all, everything happens for a reason. Like my wise, beautiful sister always tells me. Older sister. I love all my sisters, by the way. I'm Mowgli. Everything happens for a reason. Go with the flow. Alright? And all that good stuff. Surfboard. That's my that's my thoughts. And my view on that subject of nature and nurture. And when you know, you gotta take care of it with help of nurture, with other people, in your tribe, or whatever you want to call it, social group, family, friends. Get it taken care of. And then when you're ready to get back up, you get back up and you get back out there. Alright? It's easy money, man. Guys, right there. And take your time, one little step at a time. And always continue to work on your goals. I hope you guys declaring your goals this week and whatever it may be. We don't gotta do that every week, you know. I'll just every now and then. You guys make sure I'm doing my goals as well. You know, we look out for each other. And it's all going to be really gravy and gay. This gay means happy. Alright. Alright. So when you notice, last thing I want to say about the nurture part, you'll know when the nurturing, there you go. You'll know when the nurturing process is like pretty much done at its fortitude. When you're noticing you're getting stoic and bored. There you go. Really bored. Everybody. Being bored's a good thing. If I wasn't bored, I wouldn't have joined the Marine Corps. You know, if I wasn't bored, I wouldn't have gotten on this. Did you get? You know, and started my entrepreneurship. If I wasn't bored, I wouldn't have went out there out the house Genesis 222 and gotten my wife. Take everything with a grain of sugar. Glass half full kind of guy I am. And you can be that too. I need to get on this next topic before it goes too long. What else do I want to say about that? Okay, so yeah, so you'll know when the nurturing process is like at its fortitude to get back, and then you'll just get back up and you do the workouts again or whatever you do, and your healing's done. And if it gets hurt again, you just nurture it again, and it's kind of like a never-ending process in a good way until, you know, much like for me being a father, it's a never-ending. Obviously, I'm always going to be a father and a husband. It's never-ending. You'll know when the nature and nurture. See, everything stems with family and God. Dynamic of a beautiful, healthy and happy life, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So if you want to write notes on that, whatever, I don't know how you guys do this, or if you just listen. Everybody's different kind of listeners. I've always been a notes-taking kind of guy, and it worked for me. But now, you know, this is just what I do. Alright, next topic. Let me wet my whistle. I was thinking about this yesterday. I remember reading a book, our class back at good old SJF. Rip Van Winkle, that's the name of it. Quick. This is going to be kind of a quick one. More of the story, I remember we read the story. So this is the gist of the story. It's a beautiful story. Read the story. It's an awesome story. There's this man, right? It's like this dude who lives in like this village. It's a beautiful cartoon format. And he lives in this village, and he goes up to this mountain, right, to get something for like the villagers and stuff. I might mess up on some parts and not accurate, but I'm gonna say the moral of the story, what I think it's about, because it left us all in class pretty much with our jaws dropped, confused, because it had pretty much a bad ending, which we're not used to as young children, right? We're always used to Disney and good endings and good stories, especially when it's like a fictional cartoon-like story like Rip Van Winkle, alright? So, he goes up and yo. I'll tell you right now, it's about don't do fucking drugs, because you lose everything, and you lose your life and your family if you do drugs. And it will scare the shit out of you, because this guy, he went up to fetch some fruits for the village, right, on this mountain, because nobody else wanted to really do it. He was like the more, he just was like, I'll do it, whatever. And so he went up to do it. He has a wife and a kid and stuff, right, and he has like, he's a villager there. And he goes to do it. He has like a beard and all that, you know, long beard, fair-skinned, red, just like a Viking guy, you know. And he partakes in this, and there's a bunch of like gnome-like looking people there, all having a good time, and they're all that good stuff. And they're like, hey, and he meets them, and then he's like, oh, hey, and he kind of gets, you know, thrown off his path. And he partakes in this cup, like, or this drink, or this substance, so I forgot what it was, or this fruit from a tree, much like Adam and Eve. And they like, hey, you want some of this? Hey, we're all having it, and we're having a great time. And he's like, yeah, why not? You guys do like you having a great time. So he tries it, thinking he's gonna, and he's like, you know, I'll have a little bit more, and I'll stay for the night, and then I'll take the stuff back up tomorrow, or back down to the village tomorrow. I won't forget. It won't mess me up or anything. It does the complete opposite. He ends up, okay, so that's a great time. He wakes up, right? And he's like, oh, all the gnomes are gone. Everybody's gone. He's like, oh, alright, shit. Which is for your party and drug friends while you're out, you know, they'll leave you in a heartbeat. Either if they're 6 feet deep, or if they're in the hospital, or if they just leave you because they're fake friends, or if they just use you because they're drug friends, they'll be gone. They're gone. Party's over, long story short. The trip of the drug, whatever it is, which we're all adults here, heroin, crack, crystal meth, yes, marijuana, gateway drug, big time, you know, and every other hard drug. Smoking, cigarettes kills you, yes, cancer, and you will lose. If not your family, you will lose your family. You will lose your own life. So that's the biggest loss ever, obviously. And if you're a really hardcore drinker, if you don't do it in the right way, like some people I know, like the people with the, you know, who look like Rip Van Winkle. Yeah. And especially if you drink and drive and stuff like that, and if you break the law, and then yes, of course, especially when you're in jail, you lose everything. You know. So yeah, that too, obviously. With that being said, I'm 28. I don't know what my demographic is. I drink wine, by the way. I drink light beer with my wife, socially with my friends, holidays and all that good stuff, and we're fine. Just saying it. So I'm not like trying to point the finger at that, because I do drink as well. You know, I'm a Marine college graduate, father, husband. I know how to take. I like it. We like it. We do it because we like it. Just like my aunts, me and Cynthia and stuff. You know, it's fun. We have a good time. Oh, I'm a lightweight with hard liquor. I'm ask my buddies. Sammy's white boy wasted. One for logo, one drink. Sorry. I didn't mean to get off topic. Those are real friends, obviously. All my friends are real, true friends. I've never done drugs. I'm pretty darn good. So remember that. Athlete, Marine, etc., etc. Graduate college, stay in school, so you can do what I do, and not be an idiot and actually have a certification, and actually did get those credits and whatnot, you know. And don't be a liar. People know. Alright, sorry about that. So, he wakes up, everybody's gone. He's like, oh man, so, what was I doing again? Oh no, I remember. See, dude, I told you I won't forget. So he gets the, I don't know what he had to pitch, what he had to get. I guess like a gallon of water, because they're running out of water or something. That doesn't matter, right? Then he went back to the village, and everything's fine, right? So he goes back and, hey, what's up, everybody? Nope. Doesn't see anybody he knows at all. Village looks a little bit different, not too different. Goes back to his house. Nope. His wife and kids aren't there, or daughters, whatever he has. I don't fucking know. It doesn't fucking matter. His family's not there. Actually, I don't think he even had kids. I think he just had like a wife or whatever. So his wife's not there. He doesn't know anybody, and no one recognizes him. Homeboy looks in the mirror. He's old as shit. I'm talking like 80s, 90 years old. He doesn't recognize himself. Scary, right? Picture that. Long, gray, silver beard, or whatever. And he thought he was still young as a fool. You know, he thought it was only a day. So whatever he took, that substance, drugs, had put him in that. And he's kept doing that, even though he kept saying he would be fine, right? And everybody was gone. He didn't know himself. Because of why, ladies and gentlemen? Kids? Peer pressure. And he gave in. And one night, what turned into a whole life. And it wasn't up to him, because he's not God, we're not God, right? Raising kids, I know people like this. Yeah, it's sad. Some of them are 6 feet deep, some of them in heaven. Sorry, I don't mean to be too morbid, but I'm a realist. Some of them I don't know anymore. I don't want to. A lot of them. Kind of looks like Rip Van Winkle with beard, long beard and stuff. I'm just like, ugh. Stench. They didn't stay in school, long story short, and they did drugs. Or smoked cigarettes. And the cigarettes was more important than fetching that water for your family. And everybody was gone. Demographic, this goes for 28-year-olds, 20-year-olds, I don't care how old you are. This goes for everybody in the entire world. See how easy it is to lose everything? But it's not up to you. It's up to the Lord. Don't do drugs and stay in school. And like what a great officer told me back in the Marine Corps at Fort Lee, don't let the white noise, the gnomes, the peer pressure, everything from the side, distract you from doing your main goal, fetching that water right for your family and loved ones, and bringing it back home safely. And while you're not, and while you still look young, right, and while you still have sense of to know who you are and all that good stuff, and that when God and family comes into play, and just, and I did that, so I'm good. No, you know why? Because I finished the job. This is great for what I was talking about yesterday with the what if talk. What if I never did all that? I talked about this yesterday with my wife because she's in my class as AJ Francis. We were like the same reading class and stuff, you know, same teacher and all that stuff. So as being fathers now, that's why God makes us parents, so we can talk about this stuff now. That's where we have the education. It is perfect because my son's only 5 years old. All that good stuff. Everything happens in God's timing. Boom. God's timing, divine timing. So yeah, he told me that. I think I got in trouble. Yeah, I got in trouble for like not signing out of Liberty. Me and my other buddies. We were young, dude. It was still active duty. We were in an MOS school. A lot of people. It wasn't bad. We only got like, it's called a counseling. We just got, you know, counseled because we were supposed to just sign out, and I forgot to sign out. We rushed out. We got our, because it, you know, we just forgot to. And we went out in town. We didn't get drunk or anything. We weren't even of age. I'm only 19 years old. Young PFC, private first class, E2. And yeah, and a couple of us got, you know, counseling, and that's it. But you gotta sign out, man. You gotta it's accountability. Even if it's an accident, it was one time, and then that's one time to get counseled is all you needed, you know. It wasn't a big deal. Thank God, because I know I'm a good man and I'm a good person, all that. I'm a good Marine, and they knew that too. But long story short, I'm glad. See, everything happens for a reason. I wouldn't have had that great, awesome mentor talk with that officer. I forgot his name and all that. High up, and he just told me officers are awesome, you know. Don't let the white noise and stuff distract you from your main goal. And I remember that to this day, and I use it to this day, and I have used it to this day. And I want to say thank you, sir. Hoorah, Semper Fidelis, because I've used that in finishing out my, you know, Marine Corps duties. Graduating from college, which is very huge. Education is important for everybody, especially military personnel. And for continue to be there for my family as a father and a husband and a godly man, and just be accountable, you know. And so thank you, and that's what I can say to all you guys. That pass that on to you guys. Don't let all that stuff distract you, and know your goals. It's perfect for a goals talk. There you go. Don't let anything distract you. Don't give in to peer pressure. And don't be like Rip Van Winkle. Because you're going to lose everything. Especially, the most important, you're going to lose yourself. Yes, that involves smoking cigarettes. You're going to lose yourself. Whether that be dying, going to heaven, wherever, you know, hopefully. Just, if you wanted a feeling like Rip Van Winkle. Amen? There you go. Thank you, Mrs. Bode. Nature and Nurture. Rip Van Winkle, more of the story, I believe. This would be a cool assignment for everybody. Do not do drugs. Alright? Sorry, Rip Van Winkle. Maybe, hey, probably maybe he lived the rest of his life happy as an old man. I don't know. Parched. That's a coffee chug after that one. Alright. That's all I'm saying about that one. Okay? So, I say it like in every other entrepreneur video anyways. People I'm thankful for, the Lord and Savior, myself, my non-Rip Van Winkle self, sober, wise, sovereign self. I'm thankful for you guys. My beautiful wife, I love you so much, honey. My son, I love you so much, son. And everybody in this entire world. Alright? Have a great hump day on a Wednesday. This Wednesday. My woman crush Wednesday is the PINKRANGER. Every day. And hope y'all did good on your goal and do your thing. Do your thing. I'll go ahead and put this up and label it accordingly. If this scared you or whatever, if you're younger or whatever, or even, doesn't matter how old you are. The oldies get scared all the time, they just don't say anything. Everybody gets scared, y'all. I get scared sometimes. And I'm a badass. I'm a badass Marine. I'm a big scaredy cat, especially around the Halloween time. You know, in a fun way. I like it. It's an adrenaline rush. I remember watching scary movies all the time with my older sister, and even my wife's the same way with me. Like we're still little scaredy cats. We're like Shaggy and Scooby. You know, everybody gets scared. Admit your fears and all that good stuff too. Like in the movie The Replacements. There you go. Football. Gotta bring up football. I know this is kind of a morbid talk and all that stuff. It's supposed to like scare the kids and all that. Damn right it's supposed to. Rip Van Winkle lost everything because he decided to partake in this, whatever, doing drugs. That's it, doing drugs. Stay in school, don't do drugs, kids. Alright? Hoorah. Simple for those. That's a good way to, alright, I got a little bit loud there, sorry, it's still 6 a.m. I got a PT. Hoorah. Alright, everybody have a great day. Great week. Going into the weekend. I guess I'll be doing this tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, y'all. See you later. Adios, amigos. Want to say anything else? Put up some links. Yeah, it's already, I think it, hold on. Yeah, this is a good time to do it. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Donkey!